Yo, it's the boys smoking out again. Welcome back. You have entered the SmokeOut. Where let's recap. Let's get right to it and recap last week with that light UFC 108 at the Apex card because we actually bounced back hard. Well, not really. You didn't really need to bounce back. You were positive last week, but I bounced back because I was taking the worst loss last week. But yeah, man, you went 3-1, and so did I. So we both went 3-1 for the show. Had plus 3.35 units. That's a
Hey,
big one there. The ones he hit, we both hit on Duncan plus 170, like we were saying, but that was a crazy fight.
yeah, that was a
Uh,
crazy fight.
Definitely bloody, crazy fight. But
Ooh.
yeah, man, overvalue Rebecca again.
That motherfucker he gets his ass kicked in every fight. It's crazy, bro. Every
Mm-hmm.
fight he comes out looking like a different person.
Yeah, bro. So, and Duncan's always underrated. He's always an underdog. So, as an underdog, I mean, he's definitely showing value at all times because he's pretty well rounded. And
Yeah.
then you hit on Tyra by sub plus 135. So, hey, Tyra's looking like he's growing up a little bit. Like he definitely way more swole than he was when he first started fighting in the UFC. So, definitely a prospect there. And then the other one you hit that greasy parlay with Vallejos, Estevam, Ribovic, and Austin Bashi for plus 130. We actually both had so similar plays, obviously, so we had similar results. I was also on that greasy ass parlay. So that was a good one. And then the only one you missed here was the Ribovic, Estevam, and Zaleski. Neil Magny, man, Haitian
Oh,
sensation,
yeah. That was
came
shout
through
out
as a
to Neil
dog.
Magny, man. I wish I would have thought he was gonna do better. Cause what he win by two? Submission or TKO?
I think it was TKO.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like people were always saying like, "Oh, it's Neil Magny." He ain't got hands like that, you know. But hey, shout outs to Haitian Sensation. Shout outs to Wheezy. He's always repping for the Haitian Sensation. So let me double check. Yeah, KO in the second round. It's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Um, Yeah, man. So for me, I also went 3-1 plus 3.5 units. We mentioned Duncan already, and then we mentioned the greasy parlay. My third win was the two leg parlay with Rodolfo Vieira and Andre Pulayev. That fight was pretty good at
That
first, man.
was
He almost got finished early,
Yeah. He was
and then he
losing that
came back.
fight.
So that was dope. And then had Rodolfo Vieira, man. He dominated for the most part, and honestly, it wasn't that he was good. It was just other dude was just weak. What's his name? Trayshawn Gore. So
He should be getting cuts and
yeah, it's like how many chances do you get when you're a prospect? Like they thought he was gonna be a big prospect, so PFL he goes right, and then yeah, Puliev man pulled it out. I fuck with that. Rodolfo Vieira tried to take a lot of takedowns, and he actually couldn't take Trayshawn down. So that was actually something that made me worry at first, but then Trayshawn didn't do nothing with it. He was just so worried about the takedown, I think. So, but yeah, man. Either way, we were positive there. Some nice weeks, and overall for my betting, it definitely was a big bounce back. So I was happy for the week. But we got another Apex card here, UFC Vegas 109. Uh, should be in theory a better lineup, a better matchups. But we'll see how it goes. But let's. The headliner is Anthony Fluffy Hernandez against Roman Dolidze. But we're gonna start from the bottom with a sus ass fight to open it, as always. You got Cody Brundage against
hey,
Eric Meconico. This was an interesting fight. And you got Brundage as a favorite here, man. Brundage is where's he at here? I don't even know if the lines are out. Oh, here it is. Brundage minus 160 right now. Meconico plus 140. Under over is 1.5 rounds. Damn near pick'ems almost. Um, but yeah, man, you have any thoughts on this?
man. Anything Cody Brundage is always like a sketch fight. He's a favorite.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Him against like elite people was like, well, actually, I don't know. Him is just always something sketch happens. If it's not against somebody who's like hella good, it's against somebody mid and he's getting like DQ or no contest bullshit going on. So just for the pick, I'm
Yeah.
gonna just have to pick Brundage.
Yeah, his last fight was against Masura Abdul Malik, right? And it got overturned now. He lost, by majority decision, but now they got it overturned because I guess he was trying to appeal or whatever. So that's sketch on him. But that's the type of shit you're talking about. Like that's the way he is. And then before that, he did beat knockout Julian Marquez. And then before that, we're talking about no contest again with Abdul Razak Al Hassan. But he is fighting the better competition. He fought Bo Nichols, Zach Reese, Jacob Malkoun. I mean, not the top, but some names, decent people that have been in the UFC, got some experience. McConaughey, old guy that's new in the UFC, 35 years old. He's only had one other UFC fight before, and he got knocked out by Ruzaboev in the second round. Yeah, so I mean, hey, Ruzaboyev is pretty decent, pretty good. So I'm not gonna hold that against him, but he is 35. At the same time, like for me, bro, these two guys suck ass. I'm gonna pick McConaughey just for the fact that I think the value is even on that side as well. Because at the end of the day, like Brundage is probably better. He's 31 still. He has fought better competition. Rightful favorite. I'll give him that. All right, I'll give him that. All right, but do I want to pay that price? Nah. Hell no. Hell no. Not after all these. You've seen all these favorites keep fucking losing. So yeah, I guess for the first fight we'll just split it up here, and I'll just go weak ass McConaughey. But probably not betting on this fight like that. That's weak. Next up, man, we got another semi-sus fight, but it might be a little better. We got Gabriela Fernandez against Julia. It was just spelled weird. Julia Stolarenko. Yeah, huge favorite here from Fernandez. She's the up and comer, even though she's looks a little older, but she's minus 400. Stolarenko plus 300. Both around 32 years old, but obviously Stolarenko has been in the UFC for longer. She's really a jobber in a way. She's pure grappling, never knocked anyone out. Been finished. She's been alternating wins and losses. She got finished by Luana Carolina before on her last fight, and she did beat Molly McCann by armbar. So that's kind of her thing. But at the same time, it's like, is that what it is? And then she lost to Chelsea Chandler, Alexis Davis, Julia Avila, Yana Santos. Like, really, it's the two people she beat aren't even in the UFC anymore. Molly McCann and Jessica Rose Clark. So, for me, I hate laying these big juice with the females, but yeah, man, it's greasy parlay. Fernandez. The key part is Fernandez is also an incredible jiu-jitsu player. So that's another thing where if that's all Stolarenko could do, then she's falling right into Fernandez's game anyways. So it's like, yeah, I'm going with that. And let me look at the inside the distance. But yeah, go ahead with your thoughts. ass fight.
Well, even though Stolarenko, like, she had some hype behind her, but to come out as plus 300 out of nowhere, I mean, that's pretty crazy. But yeah,
Stolarenko.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I guess I just heard her last name just sounds like it's like powerful, like she's beastie, like Fedor Emelianenko, Stolarenko. But yeah, man, I ain't got no hot take for this. I'll just go with the nasty favorite.
Yeah, nasty. And I used to hate on Fernandez too, because I watched it on the Contender Series. But yeah, I think Gabriela by, let's see, they think the knockout is the most likely at plus 160. Let's see. I like the inside the distance maybe. Let's see. Minus 145, a little sketch. But yeah, I mean, I think she finishes her. I mean, Julie Stolarenko, she's down to throw. So the fight's going to end probably pretty soon. The under 2.5 is another look that I'm semi-interested in a little bit at minus 175. But next up, we got Earls Medic against Gilbert Urbina at 170 here. Very interesting. Medic, huge favorite. Minus what? Minus 450? Yeah, 450 right now. God damn.
For Udo's Medic is crazy, minus 450.
Yeah.
Urbina's the one who came off the show, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
but he's been like mid though. It's like his second stay in the UFC, right? Yeah. Man, I would just dog or pass on this one because Udo's Medic at minus 450 is crazy.
Yeah, I'm with you. Someone's betting on him because it's still moving. And yeah, like he just came off a loss to Punahele Soriano, first of all. Like, who's like not terrible, but also not a super contender. Like, what are we doing here, right? And then he only beat Tim Means, who's retired now. And before that, lost to Oraba, who Oraba's good. But yeah, man, I mean, he's fought decent competition, but I'm with you there. Like, I think the value has to be on Urbina at this price, bro. Because Urbina's not great either, but he's still getting his prime. He's been fighting, and I just think overall, bro, like at the end of the day, like at this price, his dog or pass too. Yeah, so I'll go with Urbina at plus 350. Um, yeah, because I'm not gonna be having Medic blow the parlay. You know what I mean? Like as a favorite. That'd be horrible. Next up, man. Some of these fights starting out, these three fights haven't been sexy at all. But we got a little sexier fight. The first real horny fight of the card. We got Jocelyn Edwards against Priscilla Cachoeira. All right. Cachoeira's taking this on short notice. This was actually, I believe, supposed to be Myra Bueno Silva, which would have been a way better matchup for Edwards. So I think this is honestly a step down in competition. So Edwards is actually a favorite at minus 310 right now. Cachoeira plus 260. So, I'm just going to say it now. Rightfully so. Cachoeira is durable. Zombie girl, of course. And she definitely packs a punch. So she can catch her. But I think Edwards is pretty durable. And, yeah, man, I just think Cachoeira is not good.
Yeah,
And that's it.
what's Edwards by knockout?
I like that too. Let's see.
Edwards
Edward.
finally got props in her last fight. Everyone's saying, "Oh, this is what we've been waiting for."
There's
She
no
finally looked good.
props are not out yet for this fight.
All right, let's just make a guess then. What would you think it would be?
It'll probably be like
Minus
yeah, I think
150 or
yeah,
minus 200?
I think it's gonna be like at best plus 100 at best, but I think probably like minus 110, minus 120.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think that'll be the outcome on this because Zombie Girl is just like a zombie, and if Edwards is like putting it together,
She has
and
power.
like
She has
her
some
last fight,
power.
yeah, because she's a striker first. It's always been the grappling how she loses on some bullshit, which is cool for this fight because that's the thing. Priscilla Cachoeira doesn't grapple like that, so hopefully Edwards can open up and Poussey. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about her on this show for a minute now, so shout out to Jocelyn Edwards. She got the yams.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, she's a. Some people say she's the possibly the Naomi of the UFC. The Naomi.
Nah, Naomi, put some respect on Naomi's name, bruh. She been a champ.
Hey, but yeah, no, I like that as well. Greasy parlay it. Next up, man, we got Elijah Smith against Tashimomi Kazama. I don't know if I said that right, but all these fights on this card though, betting wise sucks because it's just like huge favorites and big dogs, right? So Elijah Smith minus 700, Kasama plus 500, under over 1.5 rounds. I mean, yeah, I know hot take, biggest favorite on the card. This guy's a real prospect. His dad, I think this is the guy where his dad was the fighter as well. So 22 years old, coached by his dad. He just beat Vince Morales by decision in his first UFC fight where he was a slight favorite. So yeah, I'm going with that too because Kazama on top of that isn't great either. So yeah, man.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Whose dad was a fighter?
Elijah Smith. I forgot his first name, but his dad was in the UFC.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just go. Oh yeah, I think I remember some highlights.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
would
just go
know.
with that for
You
sure.
probably watched him before. I definitely didn't watch his dad. All right, so. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know who even booked this shit. Like what? Well, what is that? And honestly, I'll say it right now. Minus 700 might be a good price. I think this should be like minus 1,000. Like that's really what it is. And the only reason it's not minus 1,000 probably because Zama just came off of a win. He just finished Gregorio by triangle choke. But before that, he was getting finished first round by Garrett Armfield and Rinyo Nakamura and shit. So and other dudes in Japan. Like he got kneed by somebody from the league Pound Storm. What the fuck? Yeah, so I'm good off that. Greasy parlay though, I'm gonna throw him in. Fuck it, minus 700. I might get real greasy on this card. You might have no choice. I also like. Let me see the props because I doubt you're gonna get a discount, but I think he's gonna finish him. Obviously, no hot take. Damn, yeah. Elijah Smith by KO is minus 200. Fight to not go the distance is minus 400. So they're on to us. They know what's going on. Elijah Smith in the first round plus 110 only. Just to finish them. Yeah, so I hate calling the rounds and that because you're essentially like having to be real accurate, but at the same time it's like Oh, here, Elijah Smith by first round knockout plus 175. That I could see that happening. I mean, that's probably the only way you could really go because I don't really see inside the distance minus 275. Like, can't really play these numbers because, yeah. So I guess that's my best look on that one is Elijah Smith, round one KO plus 75. Or Greasy Parlay if you're real degen. Let's go. How about you? Oh,
Sure.
yeah, you already said Smith too?
Yeah, I'm with Smith.
No hot takes yet. Okay, here we
Nah,
go.
just
Here we go.
just the Edwards. This card is kind of like whatever.
I think from watching, like skill for skill, it might be all right, but like betting wise, it sucks. It like
Yeah.
the odds are too crazy. But then you never know. Like it's gonna be that one fucking bar parlay buster. That's like a huge favorite again. Like that's been happening. So next up, we got Julius Walker against Rafael Sequeira at 205. So this one might be a little more action in it, man. But once again, wide odds. You got Sequeira plus 425. Julius Walker minus 600. Yeah, they're throwing hands and yeah, this one's a little interesting because Sequeira is not good. He just throws and he's 35 years old already. He's lost to Ebo Aslan and Modestus Bukauskas in his two fights. But at the end, like I do think Julius Walker's way better because he's new and prospect, and he is pretty decent. He's only 26, never been finished. He just lost his last fight by split decision to Alonzo Menningfield, so that is a little concerning. But it's all right. He was an underdog in that matchup anyway. So
And Benefield on the low key resurgence, so don't put that against him now.
yeah, exactly. I was on Menningfield at the wrong time. I think when he was sucking. But yeah, I mean, I think Julius Walker wins, but I still got to think about the price. I think minus 600 seems a little pricey for someone that just lost. You know what I mean? And
Oh, he's coming off the Seattle fight, right? That was
I think
a
so. Let me
Seattle
check.
kid.
On February, yeah, it was in February. It was. Oh, it was the fight of the night. They got that one
Yeah,
too.
yeah, and it was low key a robbery. And it's funny,
Yeah.
I was
Oh yes, that was me. I bet on Walker and I lost.
yeah.
I was
Yeah,
pissed.
I was at that card, and he actually sat right in front of me when he was done with the fight. He was
Oh really?
limping like a motherfucker because that was a battle, like you said. They got fight
Yeah.
tonight. But yeah, yep. I think I gotta go with him for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go Sakura. Sakura actually sucks. He just has a puncher's chance, like everybody else. Yeah, some of these, like you said, they're trying to make cuts. I think right for before Contender Series season starts, they're like, okay, these guys need to go. They're probably gonna get finished. Next up, we got the main card. We got Eric Anders against Christian Leroy Duncan. Once again, another big odds. Leroy Duncan. Big favorite minus 550, and Eric Anders is plus 400. Yeah, man, pretty interesting. Um, Eric Anders sucks, but he's robotic and stiff as fuck. But for whatever reason, bro, like he's making it work for him. He did beat Chris Weidman and finished him recently. And then before that, he didn't fight back until early 2024 against Jamie Pickett. So yeah, man, I mean. Christian Leroy Duncan's been a little disappointing for like how everyone's hyping him up because I was trying to push Christian Leroy Duncan as well because his striking looks nice, but overall like it's a little tough with him. It is risky, but I still think he easily could win, and I think he could if he wanted to could finish him, but I don't know. I'm still just gonna go with Christian Leroy Duncan.
Yeah, same. Even though Eric Anders has been a spoiler lately, I want to say he's been on a resurgence as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's always a sleeper, always in there for a fight as well. Also, he has the power of the hairline, the turkey hairline. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
That's one of the
okay.
bounce backs. But COD's last fight, that wasn't against HoboCop, right? That was the one before.
Yeah. Last time he fought was against Puliev, and then before that was RoboCop, and he lost.
Man, I see. There's definitely value in Anders. He's got the experience. Maybe not the skill, but if he can make it a dog fight, dirty, get in COD's face, mess up that that technique, the prettiness, just make it sloppy. Put him against the cage, try to take him down. You for sure. I can see Anders doing that, especially the way dogs have been going lately. I think he's for sure alive, but just for the safe pick, I gotta For the smartness, I got to go with the younger guy. Even though are they close in this age or what?
No, hell no. Anders is like almost 39. He's
Oh,
38.
no. And what's CLD?
Let me see.
20s?
Yeah, he is 30.
Mm. Yeah. I'm going to have to go with that, but shout out Eric Anders. He's a cool dude.
Yeah. Shout out to Eric Anders. He's cool. He's durable too, but with that age and the way he's just hella stiff. But he had his little run for a minute, so good on him. And like I agree with you on the CLD has been a little sus. Like he hasn't lived up to the expectation fully, because his technique just looks good. If Anders could pressure him and it just keep pressuring him and make him fight off his back foot, then Anders definitely got a chance. But if you don't, then he's gonna get styled on, like for sure, by CLD. Next up, man, we got Miles Johns against Gene Matsumoto. Interesting fight here, and you got Gene as a favorite. Let's see, Matsumoto minus 300. Damn. Miles Johns plus 250. Gene Matsumoto is that prospect from Brazil. He's that mix, probably a little Japanese blood in him. Who knows? With that Matsumoto name.
Leona Machida style.
Yeah, exactly. 25 years old, man. I mean, he's solid all around. Strike, could grapple, but he did lose a split decision to Rob Font. Kind of got his like, hey, this is the real vet, But Rob Font is good. I mean, he's not bad for sure. So I don't think it was that bad. Miles Johns, also another prospect that's been doing pretty well. 31 years old, technically in his prime. He did lose to Felipe Lima, which I'm big on Felipe Lima. So, not too bad. And then before that, he did beat Douglas Silva Andrade. So, more experience on him. But I like Gene Matsumoto. I mean, I've been a fan since a Contender Series. But at the same time, this minus 300 does concern me a little bit because, I mean, Miles Johns is not a scrub, and he definitely could grapple a little bit, but he's going to try to strike. Matsumoto's more well-rounded, but I'll go with Matsumoto here,
Yeah, this
not
is
sure about Probably, though.
Johns, he's coming off like a win, right? And he was big underdog, a couple wins.
Yeah, he lost to Felipe Lima last, but before that, he beat Douglas Silva Andrade last summer, and then Cody Gibson.
Oh yeah, he's El Chapo, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. Nah, yeah, he's always a little underwhelming. Matsumoto is a beast. He's up and coming. They're trying to pump him up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with him. Johns does got the experience though. He's fought a lot. I think is this at a new weight class too, or no?
Yeah, this one is at 135.
Yeah, I'm gonna just have to go with the big chalky favorite.
Yeah, a hella chalk on this shit, bro. Like crazy. Next up, man, we got Andre Touchy-Feely against Christian Rodriguez. C-Rod. C-Rod is minus 235. Feely's plus 200. That's interesting. This is also at 145 as well. So C-Rod, obviously super, I feel like he was a prospect, but he's like a prospect gatekeeper. I feel like they always was pairing him up against pretty much like all the big prospects that were coming up. And he most recently lost to Costa, Melchizal, the guy that's vitiligo. Yeah, so he lost most recently, but that guy's pretty good as well, well-rounded, good-ass fight. And now he's on the bounce back, bro. He did beat Austin Bashi, who we just watched this past week, and is a big prospect. Andre Feely just had a baby, 35 years old, new father, so congrats to him. He lost to Costa most recently. Got choked out in the first round immediately.
I was in Seattle.
Oh, you were there, yeah. So disappointing to be a Feely fan.
That's always the thing with Andre Feely. He was doing well in that fight too, and then he went in for the go fight on the ground. It was like, what the fuck? But C-Rod, bro, how can you go against him? I love Andre Feely. He used to always come out to Mac Dre, Sacramento, But yeah, maybe he got the dash strength again, but I don't know. He's also like 35 in there. C-Rod. I just don't like Christian Rodriguez at this weight class. He needs to he needs to get really serious and just, be at, because this is at 145, right? Or 135?
Yeah, 145.
Yeah, he needs to just, crack down and get on a fucking whack-ass diet and be a 135er. Because, that's the thing. The height difference is probably hella big here, right? And the reach.
Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, Feely always got that lankiness to him, So,
yeah, but he doesn't fight like a tall guy, though.
His kicks a little bit, but yeah, he's kind of a little one-dimensional. He's 5'11". Yeah, C-Rod's 5'7". So, but the reach
Yeah.
difference is only 74 inches to 71 and a half.
Yeah. Is there any props for the TKO for Rodriguez?
Oh, you like the knockout, the new dad knockout.
I mean,
Now, C Rod by knockout is plus 500.
wow,
Wow, that's interesting.
that's crazy. Against Andre
Yeah,
Fili, that's because that's the thing. Fili gets like, well, he gets finished. Like he does get finished a lot, but it's like mostly makes subs. I want to say, or
he's been getting. I mean, it's kind of mixed up. It says, yeah, 33% of his losses is knockouts and 25% losses. So he has three sub losses and four knockout losses. So he most recently got choked out. Before that, he got knocked out by Dan Ige on his loss before that. And then before that, on his last loss was Nathaniel Wood by decision. So, but he's been knocked out by Brito as well. I think that's pretty much. Yeah. Oh, and Yair Rodriguez knocked him out way back in the day, though. So, but he's fought the who's who's. If you go further back, like he's fought all the big names, Max Holloway, fucking Yair, Calvin Cater.
yeah, he's
You know
been
what I
in it for a
mean?
minute, man.
Yeah,
Took you
he's definitely
Fili.
been there. Even Artem Labov, like some names, Michael Johnson. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I wanted to make a case for him too. At plus 200, I wanted to make that case, but it is tough because you don't know how it is with the. To me, like being a new parent, I feel like can't help. Maybe motivation wise, but like as far as sleep schedule, as far as all that, like I'm sure he wants to be with his baby a little bit or whatever. So yeah, man, I'm no hot take. I haven't bet this, but yeah, I like C Rod. I think C Rod's just younger, better. The only reason I haven't bet it is like you mentioned already, that 145. He's been fighting in that for a minute now, like a few fights, but at the same time, we've seen him like he doesn't have the advantage on size, strength, reach, any of that stuff.
Yeah,
So
what's the fight that he lost recently where I thought he should have been like a big fave? It was the one before this.
Julian Erosa probably.
Yeah, Juicy J.
He got choked out in the first round by Juicy J. I remember that shit, and he was a minus 250 favorite.
Yeah, because that was the night somebody else lost too. The Short King parlay. Josh Van too. That's when he lost to
Oh,
Charles
very
Johnson
rare loss by Josh Van.
on
Yeah,
that same card. That was a
damn.
bad night.
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, I guess we're both on C Rod. Unfortunately, we wanted to make a case for Feely, but it's tough. Too
Yeah,
many things.
especially now.
All right. Oh shit, the real horny fight, the ultimate horny
Hey,
fight. We got Angela Hill
the
against
farter.
Yasmin Lucindo at 115 here. Way different age groups here. We got 40 and a half years old against 23-year-old. Damn, that's pretty
Hey,
crazy.
pretty crazy, but Angela Hill, her last couple fights, she's been
Resurgence.
making money and looking better in each fight. So she's gonna have the new shorts for this fight too. So
The
hey
aliens and
man,
Black Power.
the aliens and Black Power shorts, very rare. So
Yeah.
man, I seen she was at one plus 160, plus 165, but now it's up to plus 175. But man, I'm about to go with Angela Hill, bro. Fucking I'm gonna ride the OG.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking kind of the same way as far as like value, like her being that dog. Like, obviously, she's old, so she definitely shouldn't be the favorite, right? And Lucindo's not bad, but she most recently lost to Amanda Lemos, who is also probably a little more experienced, but an old lady as well, actually. So you never know. The difference is Lemos has way more power than Hill, but Hill I think is a little more well rounded. Like she could grapple more. She's more of a volume striker. Um, so and then before that, you got to think Lucindo beat Marina Rodriguez, but only by split.
Yeah.
You know, so it was close. And then the competition level, I think, obviously is incomparable, which is different just because she's older. She's fought the who's who, right? Um, but yeah, for me, yeah, I'm with you here. I haven't bet it yet, but I'm leaning on Angela Hill anyways. And I mean, you're not going to get much value on the decision props because that's most likely how these people are durable. They're going to end in a decision. So Angela Hill by decision is plus only 190. So you might as well just do the plus
Oh
175.
yeah, money line on top.
Yeah, exactly. Lucindo by points is minus 140 too. So I wouldn't, if I like Lucindo, I probably wouldn't take that route either. So yeah, I guess value has to be on Angela Hill here at this point. And I'd probably keep waiting because I think people are going to maybe keep betting on Lucindo. You might even get a plus 200 at one point with Angela Hill. So shout out to Angela Hill. Next up, we got the co-main event. We got Steve Urseg against Ode Osborne. Taking this short notice as originally it was booked with Hung Sung Park, who fought last week to save the card as well against Tyra. So Steve Ursig, Ode Osborne, interesting. Ursig, huge favorite here, as he honestly he should be. Ursig, where is he? Minus 600. Ode Osborne plus 425. Man, that's no hot take for me. And you know I actually like Ode Osborne, but not against Steve Ursig. This is like a big step down in competition for Steve. He's fought obviously Pantoja and for the belt, and now you're telling me you're going against, Ode Osborne, who only beat Luis Garule, but before that, bro, he was on a 3-fight losing streak. Although he lightweight got robbed at the Sphere, I would say we were there against what's his name, the goofy guy or the Mexican guy. What's his name?
I forget the
Ronaldo, but he has that name.
He has some
right?
little weird teeth. He looks like Baraka.
Oh, Lazy Boy, that's
Yeah.
his name. Yeah, that was a robbery. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like skill wise, I do think that Ode Osborne is not bad, but it's almost like everything that he's not bad at, Urseg might just be a little better at. Urseg's gonna be a better grappler. Striking might be similar a little bit, but Steve Urseg could handle it. And durability, Steve Urseg definitely has the advantage, I think, even though he's been knocked out. Ode Osborne is much weaker on the chin, and
Hey,
that's
but,
just
but but Ode's been looking good in his last couple fights, and then Ursug's been kind of a choker. But yeah, I feel like this is Ursug's. It should be his time, but
yeah.
I'll be
Urseg's on a
surprised, man.
3-fight losing streak, by the way.
Yeah, he's been sucking lately, and
Yeah.
and Ode he got robbed at the Sphere like we thought, and then he came back and won his last fight, right? Didn't he sleep some dude?
Yeah, Garule, or Garuli or whatever, a no name.
Yeah, yeah.
That was like, I think the UFC saw what happened, and they were just like, you know what, bro, we just go get you back here. We'll get it back for you.
What's Urseg by knockout?
Yeah, I like that. Let's see, Urseg by knockout. All right, Urseg by knockout is plus 270. I like that. Going from plus or minus 600 to plus 270, or Urseg inside the distance is something I like. Let's see, minus 165. It's okay. I mean, from a minus 600, but yeah, I kind of like that. 270 might have value on the knockout. Steve Urseg also likes to grapple, but I don't think Ode Osborne is gonna want to grapple, right? Like, it's gonna probably stay standing, I think, here, and I think Urseg's gonna get it either way. So Urseg it is for me. Maybe, like I said, put it in a greasy parlay, but I like your look at the knockout with some value, plus 270 for sure. Let's see, main event time. That's a co-headliner. Main event, we got Anthony Fluffy Hernandez against Roman Dolidze. This is definitely the best fight on the card as far as like name value and stuff. Fluffy, huge favorite as expected, but this is a tough fight for him. I think Fluffy is minus 330 right now. Dolidze plus 270, man. That's tough. That is tough because I definitely like Fluffy Hernandez. I just think he's just better cardio, better grappling. I don't know about striking, but probably a little more technical. But no, less power. I think he's lacking the power comparatively to Roman. And I like Roman. I've always been a fan. I've bet on him, win or lose. Usually I think there's usually value. But he's 37 years old. He is pretty well rounded, and he's on a 3-fight win streak. So I think the values, you could argue that there's definitely value at plus 270 with Roman Dolidze, right? But as far as the pick, I'm going Hernandez here.
Yeah, I'm picking Fluffy too, but like you said, it's gonna be a real tough fight for Fluffy. Fluffy's been running through shit, but when it comes to Fluffy, his grappling is like his strongest, and I feel like in the grappling, like Roman's like his grappling's not like that's not like his offensive, but he uses his grappling to not like be grappled.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's difficult to take down because he's a solid motherfucker too. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, and he's strong as fuck.
That's the thing. Like the last guys, Fluffies have been able to, overpower them with the chain wrestling and the cardio. The cardio is going to be big for this fight because, like you said, Roman he gets tired. Like against Vittori, he was getting tired in the later rounds, and Fluffy got that tank. What's Hernandez by submission?
Hernandez. Let's see. I like that. The Tank is gonna be the difference maker. I think at the beginning it's gonna be squeeze your asshole type of thing on the Hernandez side. Hernandez
Yep.
by submission is plus 230. It's not bad either.
And what's Dolidze by like TKO
Plus 425.
and the under?
3.5 under at plus 100.
Yeah, I feel like if Dolidze wins, it has to be fast.
Yeah, because if it goes 5 rounds, I would assume it's all Hernandez,
Fluffy,
right?
yeah. What's Fluffy by points?
Plus 230. I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
5 rounds is tough though at the 185 weight
Yep.
class, So, but I kind of like that, man. I kind of like Fluffy by points plus 230 because at minus 330, man, it concerns me on just like laying that juice, and then it's gonna be a lot closer than what that shows, because Roman
Yeah.
Dolidze is well rounded as fuck. So, and he could knock
Exactly.
out Hernandez. We've seen Hernandez hurt, you know,
Yeah,
hurt to body.
Kevin Holland TKO'd him. And then yeah, that's the thing. What was his last fight where he got hurt? It was to the body. It was by Kopylov, but then he was able to just take him down and then beat the shit out of him.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
that's because Kopylov is weak at the
No,
grappling.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why with
Uh,
this fight, it's gonna be hard. And Dolidze is a solid ass 185. Where he's one of his last fights in this winning streak was at 205, knocking out Anthony Smith, right? Or
Roman Dolidze.
yeah,
Yeah, he's on a streak. Yeah, he beat Vittori, Holland, and Anthony Smith.
yeah, and that was at 205.
Oh yeah, he did take that at 205,
You know, so
and he looked normal. He just looked normal size.
yeah, it's like, but it's like the age, like you said, 37 is rough. But I feel like he's on that Georgian hype. He's one of the Georgian guys that are riding the wave. You know, like showing
Mhm.
solid. Except that one guy. But yeah, man. No, not Rob. The one who had like in his corner, he had like the Taporia brothers and
oh,
somebody
I
else.
know who you're talking. I think I
The
know exactly.
Kutalabre or what is it? Or
No, not Kutalabe, but I know there's a Georgian guy that's just like sus. That's weak.
yeah, because he got yoked in that fight, and there was hella hype. But yeah, man, I gotta go with Fluffy, of course. But
There's
don't
value in
don't
betting
see
elsewhere.
might have be sprinkling a little something to hedge with Roman.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool, man. Well, let's continue the momentum. We had a good week last week, and we're just gonna continue it here. We got the best bets here. Well, what do we got out here?
Yeah, man, right off the hill, like I said, I'm gonna do right off the hill. I mean, right off the rip, but I'm gonna do Angela Hill for sure.
Plus money, Angela Hill plus 175.
Gonna go with her, man. We're gonna do a greasy parlay here with Julius Walker,
Yeah.
Jocelyn Edwards, Christian Rodriguez,
Yeah.
Matsumoto, and Steve Ursig.
Matsumoto, Ursig. Be a
Uh,
lot of grease this card.
that was my second one.
Yeah, that was your second play.
Damn. Yeah, let me do a C Rod by knockout.
C-Rod knockout. Let's see here. Hold on. KO. What are the odds for that?
You said like plus 500, right?
Yeah, big one. I'll just put it out right here. Yeah, C-Rod by knockout plus 500.
And
Oh
then
yeah.
then we'll do Fluffy by submission. Come on.
Oh, Fluffy by sub plus 230. All right, Fluffy sub plus 230. All right. Yeah, let's see here, man. I'm gonna go. First one is I guess since you said Fluffy, I'll be on Fluffy, but I like Fluffy also at plus 230, but by points. Just because there's a limited amount of fucking plays we could give that's not like a bunch of greasy parlays. And then let's go greasy parlay and get that out of the way first. Make multiple ones here, but I like start with Gabriela Fernandez, Jocelyn Edwards, some female fights. We got Elijah Smith and we'll go Julius Walker.
Hey,
It's a little greasy four legger with a bunch of big favorites, and then I'll do another greasy one. I'm going in order, so like this is like that was like the prelims type of greasy parlay, right? And then for the main card, I'm going CLD Christian Leroy Duncan. I'm going Matsumoto, and I'm going Ursig.
Steve.
Ursig. All right, and then I got to get one more for the people. Want to mix it up? Damn, there's not a lot of options on this
No, yeah, that's
on
rough.
on this card here.
And this is the pre for. This is the appetizer for the Chimaev fight next week.
Yeah, before UFC 319. Um, yeah, and then I'm just gonna. I usually, I usually keep it at two parlays at most, but this card, I'm gonna go. This is the one I think is like knock on wood, but the quote unquote lock parlay, I guess. That's gonna be mixed up, but I'm going. I'm going Elijah Smith. I'm going Julius Walker. I'm going Edwards. And yeah, man, I think that I should leave it as that. I don't even know if that's like a six, a minus 600, minus 700. No, I need to get one more to get some decency out here. Uh, yeah, I guess Steve. Do I go Steve Urseg? I got to go Urseg, I guess. I like Urseg a lot.
Ursig.
Oh, why don't I go Urseg inside the distance? What's that? Because I think he's gonna finish him. Let's see, Urseg. Oh yeah. I like what you were saying. Urseg instead of that parlay, fuck that because I already gave you two. Let's go Urseg. Let's go prop market. Urseg KO plus 270. Wow. Urseg KO plus 270. That's a reach, but hey, good plus money. We're shooting for the stars here, man. Some big plus money props. I rarely go props, but all right, y'all. Till then, we ain't got not much. Football season's around the corner. It's already starting with the preseason. So get
Hey,
your drafts ready. Gen Z drafts.
yeah,
Shout
Gen
out to
Z
y'all.
Drive. Shouts out that. A few more weeks for that. Hey, but next week's card is crazy. Is Patty really fighting Gaethje?
Yeah, I saw that. Is that real? Like I thought
Is
Gagey said he didn't want to fight
Yeah,
Patty.
I thought they weren't fighting. I don't know because that's what it's on. I'm on looking at it right now. On
Yeah,
Bet
and if there's
Online.
lines for it on the card, I mean, I feel like that's booked.
That's
So
crazy.
that is pretty crazy, bro. And they got Patty Pimlet at minus 220 right now.
I mean, the way he been looking, but
Yeah,
we gotta
that's.
see if Gate. But I don't know. That shit can't be real, bro, because they didn't even announce it or nothing.
You think it would hype it up, right? Like say like, oh
Nah,
shit,
yeah,
this
that
is.
would be like on the co-headline for sure. That's it. But I like this card next week for sure. I'm
Yeah,
already,
it's gonna be huge. I'm gonna
I'm
fuck
already
with it.
scoping.
Aaron Pico debuting as well
Yeah, but he got a fucked up fight.
against Lerone Murphy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
tough.
it's
That's
gonna be
tough.
this. Pico got to grapple, and then Prate's Jeff Neal finally. It's gonna be cool.
Hey, I like that, man. I might tell y'all now, bro. Jeff Neal might have some value, and I don't even
Cannon
like Jeff Neal.
Cannonier versus Michael Venom.
Oh,
That's
that's a
gonna be
fire fight too. Crazy fight.
Cannonier, the underdog.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's because he's 40 too, though.
Well, he has been getting cracked lately too.
Yeah, and both guys are kind of old, but Cannonier is just super old. And then Kai Asakura, he's back against.
Against Tim Elliott, that's gonna be an interesting fight because Tim Elliott can grapple,
Yeah, damn,
and
but
then
it's Tim
he's
Elliott at the
yeah,
same
but
time.
still, he's a grappler though. That's these guys. You never like. You just got to get a hold of them, and because look what's the name did to him. And then Tim Elliott came off like he had a good win. Like his last fights have all been like close lately. I want to say
Tim Elliott, yeah.
because then he beat
And
that Saeed guy recently. He
who's
had a big
Saeed?
win. That
Oh, he beat
Nurmagomedov,
no, he beat Sumadarji. That was the one. That was an upset, right?
was it? Damn, that's why.
Yeah, Tim Elliott. Last time he fought in the UFC was back in 2023.
Damn.
Crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Hopefully, Asakura he gotta because if he takes the L again, it's like what's the point?
Asakura. Yeah, he just only lost to Pantoja
Yeah,
though.
he fought right for the belt right away.
Yeah. Damn, what's that? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might just fire on Asakura.
Like
I don't
what?
know. Minus 285. It sounds crazy, but it actually seems cheap against the situation because I feel like they're setting it up. They're just like setting it up for Kai. Bro,
Yeah.
you just fought for the belt out of nowhere. Like,
Oh shit!
that's
And then
crazy.
contender series starts up on the during the week.
Oh shit. So a lot going out. Hey, Bobby Green's fighting by the way too.
Hey, I guess Ferreira. That's a
OG fight.
yeah. If that chin could hold up for Green, I think he should take that.
And he's the underdog on top of that.
Yeah. Well, he's been getting fucked up lately.
Yeah,
That's why.
because that's his style. But yeah, man, we'll talk about it next week. It's gonna be a good card, but hopefully we win this week again, and then we'll bring that momentum and fire away on that UFC 319, man. Until then, smoke out, baby. Oh
Smoke
shit, I
out.
almost fucked up.